Welcome back everyone to the Cat's Meowth and the rest of my trade binder updates for this week. So we're going to just cram everything into one video, starting off with the X and Y on. So pretty much all of the standard hollows, standard sets. So we're starting off with the base set of X and Y. My organization for each set is the same. We start off with the hollows, then the non-hollow rares, rare reverses, common and uncommon reverses sorted by type, and then we move on to the next set. So on to Flashfire. Now in many cases I have more than just one of each card, and often there's 2 or 3 per sleeve. So if you're interested in a playset or whatever amount of any card that you see, feel free to ask in case I do have more than one. On to Furious Fists. I am trading for anything on my wants list, which can be found on TheCatsMeowth.com. Here we go with Phantom Forces. If you don't see anything that you have that I am interested in trading for, I am always willing to sell. Cash, money order, PayPal. If you are interested in working out any deals, email me at thecatsmeowth@gmail.com. I will respond to all PMs and comments as well. However, emails do get priority because they, well, most of the time, I should say, they're a little more reliable than the current YouTube system. I lose a lot of PMs for some reason. Okay, so Primal Clash. On to the rare reverses. We do have lots of great openings coming up, including this weekend. Oh, here we go with Roaring Skies. Sorry that I drew such a blank on that set. Roaring Skies. We do have the last week of MLPB Major League Pack Battles coming up this Sunday. I don't think there's any way I can make it into the playoffs, although I have not checked the standings from this week, but I'm pretty sure my loss last week knocked me out. We are going with Ancient Origins right now. However, that's not to say that the whole tournament wasn't just a lot of fun. Made some great new friends, Poketubers that I didn't even know existed before. Here we go with the first of the break sets. And my Japanese BREAKpoint equivalent stuff finally arrived, so we will be diving into a lot of Japanese openings. So we'll probably actually have a few this weekend before we ever... Oh, here we go with all the BREAKpoint stuff. But we'll probably start those openings this weekend, and then they'll continue through next week. So as you can see, not too much of the new stuff. Lots of non-hollow rares, though. A few reverses and a few hollows, but mostly non-hollow rares. And then these are various promos. Some are, most of them are standard. Some, I believe, are expanded. But they're all newer promos, including our Dragon Vault and some various promos for attending events, and the little mini Double Crisis set. So now let's move on to the expanded format and the black and white era. Okay, so we're going to start off with the base set of black and white, hollows, rares, and lots of rare reverses. Oh, actually, I'm sorry, we did, I believe we did trade away recently a lot of the rare reverses from this set. Still lots of common and uncommon reverses, though. Emerging Powers, Emerging Powers reverses, Noble Victories. Sorry, let me straighten that binder out just a little bit. Next Destinies. Dark Explorers. Dragons Exalted. And on to the next binder. and the rest of the expanded format, continuing on with Boundaries Crossed. Few pages, as you can see, of rare reverses, and lots of common and uncommon reverses as well. And now we dive into the plasma sets, and I'm not even going to try and guess which one's which. I always get it wrong. I am always mixing up Storm, Blast, and Freeze. Oops, so sorry about that. Like, I'm pretty sure this is Freeze, but I tend to mess them up so much that for some reason they just don't stick. And the last of the plasma sets. And all of these pages are pretty thick too, so a lot of the non-holo rares especially, where I have more than one card available. And legendary treasures. Few reverses, not too many reverses, and then the Radiant collection that came along with legendary treasures. So that that covers the standard and expanded formats. So now let's take a look at all of the older stuff. We have been able to clear out quite a bit from the older sets, especially the Wizards of the Coast era. Very happy to report. So as you can see, we have base, jungle, and fossil all on one page. It's a little sad to see them so bare, but it's a very good sad. Base set 2. Team Rocket, then Gym Heroes and Gym Challenge. All the Neo series, quite a bit of Genesis, but Revelation, actually it looks like I just have Revelation and Destiny, and then the Legendary Collection right after that. Expedition over here, as you can see, really limited quantities of cards here. Aquapolis, Skyridge. And now we're on to the EX series with Ruby and Sapphire. So now we are into our standard, back to our standard system of holos, rares, non-holo rare, holos, rares, rare reverses, and common and uncommon reverses. We are well into Sandstorm now, and now we are into Dragon. So as you can see, we still have a lot of the non-holo rares, but we've pretty much cleared out most of the holos. Team Magma versus Team Aqua. Hidden Legends. Fire Red Leaf Green. Team Rocket returns. Down to one page for that. Deoxys. Emerald. Unseen Forces. Delta Species. Excuse me, Legend Maker. Holon Phantoms. Crystal Guardians. And on to the next binder. Alright, so we are almost done with the EX series, just finishing up with Dragon Frontiers. And Power Keepers. And now we get into the Diamond and Pearl series. Now these are promos, but are promos of the Diamond and Pearl cards. Lots of reverses. Mysterious Treasures. Secret Wonders. Great Encounters. Majestic Dawn. Legends Awakened, Stormfront, and I believe Stormfront ends this binder as well. And on to the last of the old cards. Now, if you made it this far, do stay tuned because we still have Japanese and promos coming up. So here we go with the base set of Platinum. Rising Rivals. Supreme Victors. Arceus. Heart Gold Soul Silver. Unleashed. Undaunted. Or I might have mixed those up. That's another, like the plasma sets that I always mix up. Triumphant. And Call of Legends. So now let's take a look at the English promos. And then we will finish off the video with all of my Japanese spares. So this first page actually aren't promos. They're everything but Japanese and English cards. So these are all holos, but everything from German, French, Spanish, Korean. And then these are all non-holos. Starting with the Igglypuffs, we have Wizards of the Coast cards. And then here start the Pop Series cards. Non-holos first, and then Riot Shoe starts the holos that you could find in various blisters. A little random assortment of McDonald's promos, best promos, and then just alternate artworks. That Fletchling is a McDonald's promo as well. A few trainer kit cards, EX series promo, DP promos. Yeah, going on to the Heart Gold Soul Silver promos, and then a bunch of League and a few Professor promos throughout the next few pages. Most of them are League promos, though. Some of them being player rewards, though, and some of the, I think, yeah, the Gibbles, I think everything on the bottom, those were tournament promos. We have more tournament promos over here, city, regionals, winners, as well as several pre-release promos. So the pre-release ones either say pre-release or they have the set stamp, like some of the newer ones. And then there are some older pre-release cards as well. So now let's take a look at the Japanese cards. And we will, we're almost done. There's one more binder. Thanks to everyone who has stuck through this entire trade binder update. I know it's quite a lot. So we start off with the original base set. A little bit of Jungle, Fossil, Rocket, Gym Heroes, and Challenge. So just like the my English sets, these are starting to get a little thinned out too. The Neo series. I have a few VS cards, but not too many left. And then these are just roughly sorted. So I've tried to keep them sorted by set. Diamond and Pearl first, and then the Platinum. And I believe a little later we do have some Heart Gold Soul Silver series cards. But they are still kind of jumbled because some of them I just have like 2 cards from this set and 2 cards from that set. Now once they get to these, they're a little more organized, as this is when I started really opening them. Although, well, not that set in particular. That is my only Heart Gold Soul Silver opening I do believe I've done. The Dragon Selection series. This is where I pretty much have started opening some of the X and Y, or sorry, Black and White and X and Y series. Now these are nice and easy. They're all holos. So it just makes for lots of pretty pages. And then in the very back, we have just a few random Japanese promos. These, while they do have this set stamp, are the unnumbered promos, so they're just missing the binder. Some movie promos, their own Radiant collection, and some theme deck stuff. So, hope you guys liked what you see. Hopefully we can work out some trades and some sales and get these binders even lighter to make future trade binder updates much easier and shorter. So thanks to everyone that watched, and hope you'll stay tuned for more.